Hi, everybody. This is Tammy with the Forgiveness Connection. I'm coming to you live for your episode number 28 of Forgiveness on the Fly. Today, we're going to talk about mean girls. Obviously, if you have mean boys in your life, men, women, mean people, we're talking about the same group. So I'm just going to use the word girls because that's kind of a key phrase for teenagers these days. So we're going to go ahead and begin with affirmations for how to forgive mean girls, even if you're the mean girl. Okay, let's begin. I forgive myself for believing that the mean girls are always going to win. Deep breath in. I forgive the mean girls for getting in the way and stealing my joy. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing that mean girls are always going to show up and they're going to take what the rest of us can't have. Deep breath in. I forgive the mean girls for thinking they're special. Deep breath in. I forgive the mean girls for feeling entitled to more. Deep breath in. I forgive the mean girls who make us feel terrible about ourselves or take away the joy in situations. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for any time I was a mean girl. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the label I've given girls that they're mean when maybe they just have something really tough going on in their life and they're overcoming that. Deep breath in. I forgive the mean girls for ganging up on people that aren't as strong or as powerful as them. Deep breath in. I forgive the mean girls for getting a reputation for getting what they want. Deep breath in. I forgive the mean girls for the times they didn't let me in their group and I thought I wanted to be one of them. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the times somebody else thought I was a mean girl. Deep breath in. I ask the people in my life to forgive me for the times they labeled me a mean girl. Deep breath in. I call up all the negative energy and the power that mean girls have. And I pray peace and I pray calm and I pray just God's wisdom over their actions and their ability to see a different way other than being a mean girl. Deep breath in. I ask the mean girls to forgive me for the times I wanted to be mean to them. Deep breath in. I ask the mean girls to forgive me for the times I acted like I was one of them. Deep breath in. I forgive the mean girls for the reputation they hold in being powerful in the school. Deep breath in. I forgive the mean girls in church, or the mean girls at the office, or the mean girls at the grocery store. Deep breath in. I raise my level of acceptance to offering grace to the mean girls. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the times I was a mean girl and I did what I wanted. Deep breath in. I ask the people in my life to forgive me for the times they labeled me a mean girl and they thought I had all the power and control. Deep breath in. I forgive society for not stopping the mean girls. Deep breath in. I raise my level of acceptance to offering grace and peace and prayer to the mean girls of the world. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for any time I made fun of somebody else or another group. Like I made fun of men, or I said all men are stupid, or I made fun of people that were heavier than me, or I made fun of people that weren't as smart as me, or I made fun of somebody that was different than me. It's really no different than a mean girl. Deep breath in. I call up all the negative energy around seeing the differences between myself and others and believing I'm better than someone else. And I ask God to help me level the playing field so that we all can acknowledge that we're all on an even field. We all have the same opportunity for a relationship with God. We have the same opportunity for grace and forgiveness, but we have to choose it. It's a personal choice. I'm either going to be mean or I'm not going to be mean. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself, letting go of my mean girl tendencies. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself, letting go of the differences between me and others. Deep breath in. I forgive the people that bully other people and believe there's only one way. Deep breath in. I acknowledge out loud there are many ways and many different personalities, and that there is no real one right way. Obviously, there are rules to keep people safe, but with grace, everybody can be forgiven and set free. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself showing up peaceful and calm and kind in relationships, and dispelling this myth that mean girls will always have the power and they'll always exist. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself loving the mean girls. Deep breath in. I give myself permission to kill the mean girls with kindness. I know that's just a phrase, but basically I'm going to pray for the mean girls, and I'm going to offer them grace, and I'm going to try to find out about their life, and I'm going to acknowledge out loud that mean girls might have something going on, and I'm going to love them the same. Deep breath in. Without this pattern of holding anger and this sense of justified anger towards mean girls, I'm free to recognize that there's a lot of grace and there's a lot of forgiveness, and that I can still love someone even when they're not kind to me. Deep breath in. I say yes to good boundaries with mean girls. Deep breath in. And I forgive myself for the times I've been a mean girl. I call up all the negative energy around mean girls and all of the entitlement that people put on themselves when they elate themselves over another group of people. And I let that go. I release it from every cell of my mind and my body and my spirit. And I ask God to forgive all of the mean girls of the world, including myself when I've been a mean girl. Deep breath in. Without this pattern, I'm free to get along with everybody. I'm free to show up confident and secure and standing up to mean girls if I need to. Deep breath in. Without this pattern, I'm free to recognize when I'm the mean girl and ask for forgiveness. I'm free to take advice of older, wiser women who see me being a mean girl and they kind of tell me to slow my roll. And I can receive that in love and grace and not in anger. Deep breath in. Let's take one more deep breath in. All right, guys, that's it for today. That was our episode on mean girls and being a bully to other people. Again, this is Tammy with the Forgiveness Connection. We're a holistic counseling center in Summerville, South Carolina. And don't forget, forgiveness really is the key. I want to say a shout out to Dina. She's my faithful follower. Thanks, Dina. Let me know a topic that might be good for tomorrow. And I'll see everybody then. Have a great night.